Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is कितना अजीब लग रहा है और नाम भी रखना भूल गया। फिर से रिकॉर्ड करना पड़ेगा। Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Stoic Reader and I am the animated version of the real life version of myself.
ये कहाँ बवासीर बना दिए हो?
The purpose of this channel is to share my personal philosophical insights. I am a 20-year-old philosophy student and I intend to come up with new ideas and share my thoughts.
Wait a minute!
What is that? What the?
This video aims to introduce my work, my channel, and my analogy of oscillations. Life is like the oscillation of a pendulum. Every extreme high carries within it the promise of an equal low. The to and fro between yin and yang is the eternal rhythm of existence. What else could explain why withdrawal, separation, disillusionment, and dehabituation hurts? Returning to our old selves, to what we once were before any change in life? It should not be painful. It should be like homecoming after a vacation. Yet it is very hurtful. Because it's the change itself. It's the flux that hurts. The expectancy we cultivated that binds us. The very reason we once rejoiced in another's presence transforms into restlessness and incompleteness in their absence. Loss never hurts in proportion to what's taken away. It hurts in proportion to what's lived. Just as the pendulum must fall precisely because it once rose. It dances between kinetic and potential energy. Likewise, every kinetic rise in life provides potential for a crushing low. In short, I have compared and correlated the turbulences in life with motion of a pendulum. So imagine yourself in place of a pendulum.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
The concept is that the more you chase certain things in life, the more vulnerable you become to certain other aspects. Just like a pendulum fall because it rise up and a pendulum rise up because it fall. I have termed things worth chasing as kinetic rise and the counterparts of such chase as the crushing low. Think of these two as the yang and yin of this analogy. Kinetic rise refers to your desire, passion, things normally people want to achieve in life, and examples include love, money, popularity, etc. There can be countless things in life we as humans naturally prefer to achieve or chase. The kinetic rise is a representation of those pursuits. The crushing low, however, is the counterpart of the same pursuits. And I want this to be very clear. The crushing low is the counterparts of the kinetic rise and not the opposite of the kinetic rise. You might ask, what is the difference? The difference is subtle but important. Take love for example. If crushing low is opposite of kinetic rise, then that must mean love is what causes hate. But that's not the case. In life, as you experience the kinetic rise or simply the desires, the pursuits, you do not find yourself vulnerable to the opposite of the desire. You are vulnerable to what I call the counterparts. To understand counterparts, consider set theory in mathematics. A equals love and A dash is not hate, but it's something that's not love. Counterparts work in the exact same fashion. Counterparts are the aspects of crushing low which are anything but kinetic rise. These are typically negative in nature because kinetic rise by definition is something worth pursuing, and I assume you want positive things in life. And since crushing low is counterpart of kinetic rise, they are all non-positive elements, which are negative or neutral. I want to add something I missed. The crushing low is anything you don't desire, pursue, or chase, etc. And you are always vulnerable to crushing low when you go after kinetic rise. Just as a pendulum rise, only to be pulled back, similarly, you are also inevitably vulnerable during any chase. I want you to focus on the term vulnerability, which is the essence of crushing low. When I say vulnerable to aspects like, let's say, hate, it does not mean that you hate something or someone, but you are inclined to do so. That's what I mean by vulnerability. Honestly, that's something I'll go in depth in my next video. For now, it's important to understand that it doesn't matter what is your pursuit, it doesn't matter how much benefit or positive side effects you believe you receive, you'll always be vulnerable to things you didn't want in life while chasing things you wanted in life. If you wish to follow this series, I want you to remember that point. It will be useful while discussing more advanced stuff in some other video. And that reminds me another thing I would like to add. Subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description. My book Oscillation, A Story of Toxic True Love is currently an unfinished work as of January 12th, 2026. Follow me for future updates. Now let's continue. Now let's take some examples. An infatuated person chases validation and affection but may receive stress, anxiety and restlessness. A wealthy person chases money but may cultivate greed, ego, self-centeredness. A woman who chased a government job desired security and income. She received the job, but at the same time, she also received stress, body pain, workload, and burnout.
फिर मेरे दिमाग की बत्ती जली।
An incompetent or corrupt professor who desired money and post in her job may receive hate and dislike.
मरना तेरे को डर नहीं लगता?
नहीं।
Now let's move on to a more advanced example. An occasional alcohol consumer, not an addict, but drinking once in a blue moon for a change, fun, escape, enjoyment, may not have any adverse health effects, but is inevitably vulnerable to exploitation of bodily senses, lack of self-love, habituation, and long-term interpersonal conflicts. This example might sound extreme, biased, or subjective. But let me ask you a question. How do you know that you are familiar with all the counterparts of your kinetic rise? Answer is that most people are not aware. The answer is that the lack of self-awareness is the reason why things we imagine worth pursuing are not as appealing after the pursuit is complete as compared to the way we expect them to be while pursuing. The lack of awareness is the reason why an infatuated person may not feel the same after entering a romantic relationship as they imagined to feel while desiring the company of their partner prior to that relationship. They missed the counterparts. And that lack of awareness is also the reason why the money chasing person is not happy in life They miss the counterparts of unsatisfaction, greed, or ego. So there exists a lack of awareness which blinds people from understanding counterparts. In fact, there exist counterparts which a surprising majority of people miss. And this is a perfect example of those types of counterparts which majority of people simply miss.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
This describes the relationship with my girlfriend, and little devil is what I think of her. And this is what she thinks of herself as far as I am concerned. I was trying to flirt with someone. I guess I'll remove it. On a serious note, this channel was not possible without her. If I am honest, I was not in a mood to create a YouTube channel and be active on social media. But then, on 9th of December 2025, as my girlfriend shared something, I had a complete change of mind. And I realized that I should preach. I should preach the concept of this book, and I should preach it in depth. Even if people hardly care, even if I believe people would hardly listen to me and I am too young for philosophy, I believe that I need to share my thoughts. And so yeah, this channel was not possible without her. And I feel inclined to write something in the name of the channel that represents our bond. But not this. It was a joke. I'll change it. Meanwhile, you can ignore it the way she ignores my texts. I hope you enjoyed the video and wish to see you in the next one. Do follow me on Instagram and subscribe to this channel for more content. The link is in the description.